We are ready. Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Declared me to play. My knee, I feel no pain. The swelling was down, so I was like, okay, I'm good to go.
Crowded at Bridges up inside, blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a recovery. Paul's got to do something with it. Fires up a three. It's good. And the foul.
That's one win. I think I'm just focused on the task at hand.
Booker's going to get hot tonight. He's not going to go 1 for 8 from the three-point line. He's probably going to go 6 for 7.
Booker for 3. Puts it in.
They did their job. We got to do our job. We've been here before. We know what the deal is. We got to go back home and protect home.
Antetokounmpo draws the foul, banks it home, and a chance for a three-point play. Shot won't go. Gets the rebound. Back up. Banks it in, and a foul. Gets past him inside for the slam.
All I care about right now is getting one more, take care of business, doing our job. That's our goal as a team.
We're on the road, and we have to come in with energy and effort. We're going to go over film and be ready Wednesday.
I mean, I'd be intimidated playing there in Milwaukee. We are getting ready for Game 4 tonight in Milwaukee. Suns up 2-1 over the Bucks. Let's welcome in our very good friend, the champ, Rip Hamilton. Rip, I was thinking last night, I'm sitting at home, about the bubble and how weird it was not to have a home court advantage. That is not the case. That is gone. Milwaukee has lost 1 game at home this playoffs. I mean, just their home dominance is so massive, Rip.
Yeah, Amanda, that's what I tell people. Erase what you've seen last year from the Milwaukee Bucks in the bubble. Yes, home court advantage is a factor and well needed, especially in the playoffs and especially for the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, it just shows you, and this shows you what a little home cooking would do for your team. And hey, you know what? Some teams are not great playing on the road. Some teams need a little bit more pat on the back. They need the fans to cheer for them. They need their family and friends around them, their support system, for them to go out and play well. And it showed in this Milwaukee Bucks. They came out dominant in Game 3. It just felt as though that they were clicking on all cylinders. It seems like they were a lot more relaxed. I felt as though they came out with that it factor that they were lacking in Game 1 and 2. I thought Coach Bud did a great job of implementing Bobby Portis, getting him more minutes. I felt as though when Giannis came back, he kind of limited Bobby Portis' minutes on the floor, but he's a guy that has a lot of toughness out there. And when you look at the Bucks, they need to play big. They've been winning all season long because of their physicality, because of their length, and they really showcased it on their home court.
Rip, Giannis has been absolutely incredible, already adding his name to the history books in his first NBA Finals. Only the 7th player in history to have consecutive 40 or more point games in an NBA Finals. 42 Game 2, 41 Game 3 there. How do the Suns try to slow him down?
First of all, you know, I heard a lot of rumblings, especially early in these playoffs, saying that Chris Middleton is the Batman. No, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Batman on this ball club. I kind of kept quiet these last couple of weeks hearing everybody talk about that, but Giannis has been a one-man wrecking show. I mean, for this team, he knows that his team needs energy. He knows that his team needs him to be super aggressive on the offense end, and they need him to get buckets, and it really showed that. And the biggest thing for them, for the Milwaukee Bucks, they need Giannis to dominate the paint. And he did that in Game 3. He scored 14 made field goals that was 5 feet away from the basket. And he understands that, hey, you know what? With the injuries from the Phoenix Suns, and especially with DeAndre Ayton getting in foul trouble, Giannis got to control the paint. He showcased that time in and time out during the game. When he's able to be aggressive and attack Ayton in the paint and get him in foul trouble, the Phoenix Suns have no answer. I mean, they had Crowder coming in playing at the 5. So I think with their size being limited from the Phoenix Suns, Giannis got to do the same thing he did in Game 3 to get this Milwaukee team over the hump.
Okay, so if Giannis is Batman, I'm not sure what is it? No, Joker's the bad guy, Robin. Clearly, I know the comic book series. Here's the thing, Rip, because with or without Giannis, I mean, Drew Holiday really seems to be such a difference maker to this team. How important is he to the Bucks' success?
Yes, and Amanda, that's why they went out and got him. For real. When he struggled and the media was on top of him, probably his teammates in the locker room was on top of him too. telling him, hey, we need more from you. We need you to be more aggressive on the offensive end, because when he's aggressive on the perimeter, it takes a lot of pressure off Giannis, because we all know when the game slows down and teams defensively can lock in, Giannis, they kind of build a wall on Giannis, and they limit his ability to get all the way to the basket. But when Jrue Holiday is clicking from all cylinders, especially from the perimeter, it opens up the offense, especially from a spacing standpoint. Now you can run your offense through Jrue Holiday, put him in pick and roll situation with Giannis, because a lot of times teams don't want to come off Giannis's body, and that frees up the lane for Jrue Holiday to get to the basket and for him to knock down three-point shots.
Rip, I am trying to pay attention to what you're saying. My producer is in my ear. So he's saying, I'm taking notes because I don't know. He says Chris Paul's the Joker. He wants to know who Devin Booker is. I mean, we're going to talk about his performance here, but I guess give me a comic book character for Devin Booker. I have no idea.
Yeah, Amanda, I would say the Joker. I mean, he's the guy to disrupt everything for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks did a great job of limited his shots at the basket, only shoot 9 or 10 shots in a game. Devin Booker got to find different ways to get open shots. Hey, yes, they're going to keep a man on him, guard him at all points time on the floor. And what I told him in one of the conversations that we talked about, I said, hey, you got to be the screener, because when you set the screen on your guy, a lot of times your guy don't want to come disconnected off you. So that would get the other guy that you set the screen with a wide open opportunity. Now, if your guy helps out, then you can come off another pin down to get a wide open shots. So look to see him in Game 4 trying to be the guy that sets screens for other guys on his team, because the screener always gets open.
Rip, though, how hard is it for a guy like Devin Booker to bounce back from what we saw in Game 3? I mean, he only put up 10 points. We saw him bench there in the third quarter. I mean, if you're him, how do you mentally get back in this?
It's easy. Forget fast. Devin Booker is not like the typical young guy. He understands that, hey, when you have a bad shooting game or the team is not hitting on all cylinders, you got to be able to forget fast. They understand Monty Williams is a great coach. He's probably been telling his team, especially since the first day they got to Milwaukee, we only got to get one game. So, yes, Milwaukee did their job. They came out and did their job in Game 3. Look to see Phoenix Suns do a better job of trying to close quarters out, especially in the second half. When you look at the series, especially in Game 1 and 2, Phoenix done a great job of really closing out the half, getting a double-digit, outscoring them by double digits in the last 5 minutes. And it kind of flipped in Game 3. The Milwaukee Bucks did a great job of closing the third quarter, outscoring the Milwaukee Bucks 16-3. And really executing their offense. That's what Doug Collins used to always tell us in the huddles. Hey, the team that can finish quarters are the teams that's going to win the games. So look to see the Phoenix Suns try to do a better job of finishing the first half.
Rip, you doubled down yesterday saying even as impressive as the Bucks looked there in the last game, you still think the Suns are going to win the series here. But let's look ahead to Game 4, taking a look at the odds. The Bucks favored by 4. The over-under here is 220 and a hook. What do you think happens in Game 4?
I feel as though that the Bucks even out the series. They done a great job all season long of taking care of their home court. Even in the playoffs, they've been playing great basketball at home. I just feel as though that this is a team that really feeds off their fans. They feed off being at home. I feel as though defensively they play better at home. I feel as though they come out way more aggressive and a lot more confidence on their home court. So I feel as though that the Bucks get game 4.
Rip, I don't know the superheroes. I was trying to ask Chris what you would.
You think I know the superheroes?
The Human Torch. He's on fire. What'd you say, Rip?
You got to watch all the Marvels, all the different Marvels. You got to. Hey, listen, you got to go back in the archive.
All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put him in order. We'll talk about this off the air because I need like a game plan here. You're gonna give that to me. He gave us a game plan for both the Bucks and the Suns in this series moving forward. Rip thinking the Bucks are going to take Game 4, which would mean that we would get a Game 6. We'll see what happens there in Game 5. That will be back in Phoenix on Saturday night. Game 6, that would be next Tuesday, July 20th, back in Milwaukee. And if we get a Game 7, heading back to Phoenix next Thursday, July 22nd. Tip-off there would be 9 Eastern. Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.